Oryshchuk.
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 Perfect.
Cool.
So, yes, kia ora everyone. I am Nataliya Oryshchuk, and I've got this strange accent. That's because I'm originally from Kiev, Ukraine. Oh. And yes, exactly. That's the usual reaction I get. But actually, I have been a Christchurch-based theatre maker for a number of years now. And tonight, I am presenting on behalf of No Productions Theatre Collective. And I have this wonderful thing called PowerPoint. It might even work. There, yes. So very briefly, who we are. We are a local independent theatre company, and we were founded back in 2012, more like a response, in response to Christchurch earthquakes. And over the past 10 years or so, we have produced probably more than 10 original theatre works around Christchurch and in Canterbury. What we're really passionate about is creating immersive, evocative, site-specific performances. And we really love experimenting with different modes of storytelling. And we also love local history and heritage. This is why, click, we are experimenting in the genres of ghost walks and twilight tours. That's apart from all other things that we are doing. And we've been collaborating with Rickerton House for a number of years now on such productions, and we're hoping to continue this collaboration. We've been working also with the Sign of the Takahe. Unfortunately, that was cut short because of the lockdown in 2020, but we're hoping to get back. We also work with Ferrymead Heritage Park and Old Stone House and other heritage venues to create evocative productions in Christchurch. And actually, we have been thinking of offering similar performances in Christchurch CBD so that we could tell the stories of our city in our own particular style and way, because there is a lot of stories to tell. But unfortunately, we can't currently offer such tours because there is no suitable facilitator that we can find. And I will touch on that a little bit later in a moment. So these points, most of these points have been covered by my esteemed colleagues already today, that we have a the vacant arts precinct space that needs filling, and that it's a tremendous opportunity to bring local performing artists and audiences together, provide safe and central performing space for the creatives and street performers, provide local residents and tourists with highly accessible and enjoyable arts experiences. So to sum up, it's a wonderful opportunity to establish the vibrant and inclusive arts hub within the performing arts precinct in the heart of Christchurch. Yes, some of these points that I was going to mention have already been mentioned. For instance, the proposed open stage that can be utilized for a number of existing city festivals. But the point we particularly wanted to make is that the dedicated open air performing area can provide a safe performing space for local street artists on a daily basis. You see, currently this is a real struggle because the central city does not feel like a welcoming space for independent buskers outside specific festivals such as Bread and Circus Festival. And I'm sure you probably have heard this from other street performance before. It's just the way it is. So in a word, or in a sentence, the open stage performing area is the key to this vibrant, inclusive and diverse local performing arts and their connection with local communities. And it's not only about the audiences, because for us as creative, you see, we can't just survive without being connected with each other as well. We just wither and die. So we need to develop, to connect and to grow. And this proposed infrastructure is a wonderful opportunity for that. Is an opportunity for that. So all those points that you can see actually have been covered already, like co-working spaces to connect, small studios to rehearse, exhibition spaces for getting feedback in this safe and positive environment, spaces to test small-scale performances. All this is very important, and all of this would contribute not only to local artistic diversity, but also to the overall ecology, the positive well-being of our creative communities, which we really do want. Why, how, yes, how do we fit in? Because we do quite a lot of different things. You see, like many other local independent theatre companies, we aim to make our productions accessible. We want to connect with the audiences, and they are keen to connect with us, and we know it. This is proven. So the main problem is the lack of local facilities and facilitating events. And as a result, we as local performing artists, we just struggle to connect with our audiences, and our audiences do not have enough opportunities to connect with us, and we need a public and accessible point of connection. And the proposed infrastructure would meet this requirement for us and for many other independent theatre companies in this city. Click. Now we're going in the realm of imagination. Imagine our points of connection. So imagine immersive theatrical tours in edutainment style around Christchurch CBD with the start and end point within the space of the performing arts precinct. Imagine the area which is equipped with a ticketing kiosk and info points to provide both promotion and ticket sales for the tours. Small point, but important. Imagine immersive ghost walks in the twilight around Christchurch CBD. So the participants are encouraged to dress up for the occasion, stay for dinner, where they can benefit from many local cafes and maybe restaurants and food trucks. Or they can stay for a show at the Isaac Theatre Royal, at the piano, at the Court Theatre, maybe at the open stage. So it is a real hub of the performing arts. A bit of shameless self-promotion, but not really. So imagine regular performances of such strange creatures as human statues, for example, Columbina or the Silver Angel by, well, that's actually me, Nataliya Oryshchuk. So, well, it's not, no. It's not what you think it is. The thing is that there are so many other wonderful creations in this city. They just don't get a chance to be seen. They don't get a chance to have a home, and they don't get a chance to feel safe while performing outdoors, while being street performers. And the area within the performing art precinct would provide this safe area to perform in, and it would give us basically quite a lot of eager spectators. I'm sure of that. So to sum up, the currently empty space within the performing arts precinct is the unique opportunity to create this vibrant, accessible, multi-purpose performing arts space at low cost, yes, and create the point of connection between audiences and local artists, while also providing this safe and thriving environment of the performing arts hub, adding value to the CBD as a tourist and weekend destination. And finally, it is a unique opportunity to bring street and open-air performances back to the heart of Christchurch, with many potential participants that have their unique acts to offer. And this is it, and thank you very much for your consideration.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No. Go away. Oh.
Questions? Oh, sorry, I was too eager to run away.
I hadn't seen the Silver Angel before, and it looked gorgeous. But no, thank you very much for your submission. But I've got time for a quick question from councillors. And if you haven't got one, then I'll have one. So where do you base yourself now?
We are based all over the place. Our official address is my home address.
Right.
I do not think there is a venue in Christchurch we haven't performed at, because we tried everywhere and everywhere. It's been a real struggle, but we do like in a way to be flexible, and we like listen to the new venue. For example, we would love listening to the heart of Christchurch. We would love to listen to the area around the performing arts precinct, and we would come up with the stories about that location and offer tours or tell stories of that place.
Yeah, I think a lot of cities do focus on, you know, that sort of tour aspect, but performance. So that would be awesome. And do you do some things out at Ferrymead? Is that what I was seeing?
Yes. Actually, we started out at Ferrymead with ghost stories, right, which were preceded by ghost walks through the Ferrymead Heritage Park. Yeah. So we had to invent stories, because Ferrymead Heritage Park is kind of a bit of a Frankenstein of history. But from there, we grew into telling actual stories of heritage places, venues, some of the lost Christchurch that used to be but no longer exists. Right. We just love to bring those voices back to life.
Yeah, it sounds like also the tram would benefit from something like that too, you know. But anyway, look, thank you very much for your presentation. It was great. Oh, sorry, Yanni had his hand up, and wait, sorry, you're not getting away yet, Nataliya.
Oh no,
Yanni.
Oh, thank you. And thank you so much for what you do. It fits in really nicely to our heritage strategy. I just wanted to check, like when I looked at your work, I thought, why doesn't the art centre work for you? That seemed like a kind of logical place.
Logistical issues, facilitating issues, ticketing, timing. We have considered the art centre. We had a proposal for Bread and Circus Festival we proposed tours around the art centre, and it just did not fit into their vision of, I think it was 2020, 2 years ago. So there is a number of logistical issues to do with ticketing, promotion, timing, just how to make it work. It's a big machine that is quite complex. And every time when we want to create a tour like this, we're faced with the new complicated logistics, which each of the venue involves. So this is why we saw this proposal within the performing arts precinct as a more flexible one, which would allow us to just focus on the creative side of things, rather on what exactly would fit within where we can go, what we can do, how much time we can spend on what, who is going to be doing the ticketing, the split between the venue and the performers. It's quite a complicated issue, but we are investigating it.
Cool. Look, thank you very much for your time, and that's much appreciated.
Thank you.
The next one is Charlotte Crone.